price point do you think affordability becomes a challenge? Copper at 9,000 plus, aluminum prices going through the roof. At what point in time affordability would start hitting back, and there could be a pushback from commodity consumers?
No, it depends on where the demand side is. Now, currently, what we believe and what we see that demand is pretty weak around the world. So, in fact, China, as we know, it's not the same China as it was 10 years back, maybe. So, China is not supporting. And the moment your demand is weak, you will find a lot of resistance from the customer. So therefore, aluminium at 2,600 plus, copper at 9,000 plus. I would be surprised if it sustains here for a long period of time. That's why I said I see it as a pretty short term impact.
Uh, how do you think the steel cycle is likely to move? Because one tailwind for the steel sector is international coal prices have come down. Second tailwind for the steel sector is that Indian demand of late has been very strong. Third, well, China is no longer China, but China is much better than what everyone thought, let's say 6 months ago or 1 year ago.
No, so steel we are quite bullish on the steel, and not because of China, but because of the fact that in India itself there is ample scope of domestic consumption. Now, what we are looking at, what people are looking at, is the capacities coming on board through FY 25. However, these capacities are staggered, and therefore the overall impact can be the overall capacity surplus or glut that people are expecting would be far lower. Then the second point here is that if you look at India, yeah, we have seen for the first time that we had 3 years of double-digit consumption growth, and we expect consumption to be around 8.5 to 9% in near term. And therefore, if you see the Indian steel consumption by FY 32 would be double of what it was in FY 23. So clearly, you need capacities, and over and above that, the people are coming up with flat capacities. We have not seen substantial long steel announcements, and in India, the consumption is more on longs because of the infrastructure push. So therefore, stocks like JSPL, who that are more favorably placed on long side, stocks like Sham Metallics, for example, they are likely to benefit more. The steel cycle has become very, very local, I would say, ever since COVID has disrupted the supply chain. And in India, the issue that we had with the fact that coking coal prices were up, and the domestic steel prices were down, therefore spreads were crunched. So spreads also have found a little bit of respite. So if you have spreads getting better, you have ample scope of increasing volumes. I think steel is here to stay.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.